Welcome to Unstuck with Charlie. My name is Charlie Arms. Today, we're going to talk about Easter and the Easter Bunny, Easter eggs, and all the controversy surrounding Easter. Okay, you probably didn't even realize there was controversy around Easter, but I'm here to tell you there is. There's a growing trend among Christians to ditch the word Easter and instead call the momentous day of Jesus rising from the grave Resurrection Sunday. Hey, I'm here for it. I don't have any issues with this because that's exactly what the day is, Resurrection Sunday. This coming Sunday, I'm filming this on Good Friday. This coming Sunday is the day Christians celebrate the fact that Jesus rose from the dead, conquered death, demonstrated victory over sin and the grave. Resurrection Sunday is perfectly fine. If you want to call it that, great. But you see, some Christians have wrongly believed that the word Easter is tied to pagan culture and traditions, and that we shouldn't use the word Easter ever again to celebrate the day Jesus rose from the grave. However, I'm going to tell you that if you want to continue to call it Easter Sunday, as we have for hundreds of years, there is no problem with Easter. Easter has zero pagan origins, and just a little bit of research proves it. Most people don't want to do the research, so I'll just go ahead right here in this video and debunk the myths around Easter. Okay, myth number one. Easter is connected to Ishtar, the Anglo-Saxon fertility goddess, who has festivals in the spring equinox with rabbits and eggs. Well, the problem is the only source we have for this goddess named Ishtar is a monk, Bede, in the 8th century, writing an obscure passage about what he referred to as Easter Monath, which is a name now translated Paschal month, which was once called after the name of a goddess, Ishtar, in whose honor feasts were celebrated in that month. Now, they designated that Paschal season by her name, calling the joys of this rite a time-honored and old observance. Well, that's it. That's the only source we have for Ishtar's existence and the practices surrounding her. There are no rabbits, no eggs, nothing about the spring equinox. Now, just to clarify, Easter has nothing to do with the spring equinox. It's actually based on the Jewish lunar calendar, okay? Myth number two. Easter is named after Ishtar, the Babylonian fertility goddess whose symbols are eggs and rabbits, supposedly. Well, there has been some debunking of this. Widely known Alexander Hislop, who wrote an anti-Catholic book called The Two Babylons in the late 1800s, made this claim, and it's been debunked long before any of us were ever born. I don't know why it's even still a part of the popular culture here. Easter has no linguistic connection to Ishtar, and eggs and rabbits are not included among Ishtar's many symbols. His symbols are a hook-shaped knot of reeds, a 8-pointed star, lion, a dove. No rabbits, no eggs, okay? Myth number three, rabbits and Easter eggs are pagan symbols. Well, okay, let's start with the Easter egg, since it actually appeared first in history, and there are actually more sources associated with it. Eggs, in general, were a traditional symbol of fertility and rebirth, but in Christianity, for the celebration of Eastertide, Easter eggs symbolize the empty tomb of Jesus from which Jesus was resurrected. In addition, there is a tradition of staining Easter eggs with the color red in memory of the blood of Christ shed at the time of his crucifixion. This custom of the Easter egg, according to many sources, can be traced to Christians in Mesopotamia, and from there it spread into Eastern Europe and Siberia through the Orthodox churches, and later into Europe and Catholic, through the Catholic and Protestant churches. Additionally, the widespread use of Easter eggs, according to medieval scholars, is due to the prohibition of eggs during Lent, after which on Easter they have been blessed for the occasion. Now, next we're going to talk about the rabbit. Now, we can thank the Lutherans for this, the German Lutherans. That's where it gets its origin, the rabbit. The Easter hare, H-A-R-E. Easter hare originally played the role of a judge, evaluating whether children were good or disobedient in their behavior at the start of the season of Eastertide. Similar to the naughty or nice list by Santa Claus. As part of this legend, the creature carries colored eggs in its basket as well as candy, sometimes toys, to the homes of children. As such, the Easter Bunny, again, shows similarities to Santa and Christmas by bringing gifts to children on the night before the holiday. Okay. The custom was first mentioned by George Frank von Frankenau's De Ovis Pascalibus about Easter eggs in 1682, referring to the German tradition of an Easter hare, again, H-A-R-E, bringing eggs for the children. Now, this video will not convince some, but I hope you are now equipped to defend this sacred holiday, Easter, from those who would disparage the word Easter. At a bare minimum, I hope it alleviates your own personal conscience and concern. So, happy Easter or Resurrection Day. I don't care. Enjoy this great weekend, and remember that Jesus died on a cross as a sacrifice of love on Friday. We call it Good Friday because God was good to us, but defeated death. And 3 days later on Easter Sunday, he rose. You too can rise above sin, struggle, and even death, as he was the firstborn from the dead. In other words, just as Christ rose, we too will be resurrected to eternal life. So take a moment and celebrate Easter, Resurrection Day, whatever you want to call it, but celebrate it. Take a moment, if you would, before you head out, hit that like and subscribe button below. I really appreciate all your support. Let's move forward.